Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back, and I just wanted to come and run my mouth and talk about the girls in Salt Lake City. Let me tell y'all something. I believe, this is just my opinion, I believe that the girls of Salt Lake City season 5 have really did their big one. I think that this is the best season of a housewife show that I have seen in a very long time. I think that there has not been one filler episode this season. I think that the numbers for Salt Lake City should be much higher than they are. I think that Salt Lake City this season is better than any other housewife season I've seen this season. It's better than Beverly Hills. I know Beverly Hills is only six episodes in, but even with the 6 episodes that we've seen so far with Beverly Hills, they're not better than the first 6 episodes of Salt Lake City. Okay? New York, girl, we don't know what y'all doing over there. Okay, Potomac, girl, just a mess. You see what I'm saying? Girl, Atlanta, y'all been, y'all been gone for about 2, 3, 4 years. We don't know what's going on in Atlanta. Anyways, Salt Lake City is really, really, really good. The women deserve their flowers. Girl, a lot of y'all really thought that girl Gunica not being on this season was just going to make the show go downhill. And as y'all can see, girl, Gunica ain't stopped nothing. If anything, the show is better. Hello? I tried to tell y'all about that girl. Anyways, I don't even want to bring her. We ain't gonna talk about her. But listen, let's go ahead and get into it. So we just gonna talk. Let's get Miss Bronwin out of the way. Bronwin is my girl. She is. But Bronwin, girl, I have to tug on your wig just a little bit. Okay, is my microphone on? Let me make sure it's on. Is a green light? Okay, girl, it's on. Girl, we gotta tug on your wig just a little bit, Miss Bronwin. Bronwyn is messy. I like the fact that Bronwyn stands in her mess. Bronwyn is a bone carrier, but Bronwyn doesn't try to run away whenever. Bronwyn, in my opinion, doesn't try to run away whenever it's brought up that she went and told something. Yeah, I said it. Okay, what else is going on? I don't like what Bronwyn did with Lisa and the other girls. So Bronwyn goes to tell Lisa that basically there was a conversation with her and some of the other women, and she had some not so nice things to say. And what she said was effed up, right? She was basically trying to inform Lisa. I feel as though, yes, what Whitney said was problematic because didn't Whitney say that the reason why she felt like Meredith and Lisa kind of ran to the defense of Todd was because they got their own infidelity situation going on across town? And then I think Heather, Heather, Heather pretty much echoed what Whitney said at that dinner table. But the thing is, they were trying to basically kind of come to the support of Bronwyn. So, girl, we trying to support you. What you say you're not receiving from your friend Lisa, and because now you feel bad about talking about Lisa, now you're gonna throw us in it too. Now, once Lisa found out what we said, we'll deal with it. But girl, we trying to support you, helpful. Does that make sense? What I'm saying? We're trying to support you because you're upset because you feel like you're not receiving support from your friend, and now you feel bad about basically the conversation that we had, and now you're throwing us under the bus. Now it's one thing if Bronwyn would have went to Lisa and said, "Listen, I just want to tell you right now that I said some things earlier about you, and now that I think about it, it was really messed up," and just left it at that. If Lisa would have said, "Well, girl, who are you talking to about me?" then I guess she could have said Whitney and Heather. but I just want to tell you that I said some messed up things because you're my friend. But I felt like that's not what Brown. I don't feel like that's what Bronwin did. Bronwin low key kind of, even though she didn't really tell them, even though she really didn't tell Lisa what Whitney and Heather said, the implication was still there that they said some negative things. Because when you say basically, I was a part of the conversation discussing you, and I said some negative things, the implication would still be that girl, the other people said some negative things too. That's how I took it. That's how I took it. That's how I took it now. How did y'all take it? Because even though she did not necessarily tell Lisa what Whitney and Heather said, you still kind of left it out there that, girl, there were some negative things said. Instead of just saying what you said and leaving the other girls out of it. That's why I would, girl, here we go with this ring light. Girl, oof. Girl, we done with the ring light. Girl, girl, I'm about to get frustrated. Anyways, when I say I hate doing videos without a ring light now, I hate it. If the ring light goes, girl, here we go. We're done. I'm done with the ring light. Okay. Um. So Meredith feels like Brittany is trying to imply that she is either unstable or that she has an eating disorder, because Brittany is letting the people know that, girl, the night before she heard Meredith crying and also throwing up. Meredith wants to know, how does she hear me, because I can't hear her and I can't hear anybody else. And the other girls are saying we can't hear the other girls in the room. So how is Brittany hearing stuff when nobody else can hear what's going on in the other girls' rooms? So now Meredith basically thinks that Brittany has a recording device. Hey, Meredith thinks that Brittany has a recording device hidden somewhere in her room. um Lisa did bring up that Bronwin told her that a conversation was had. Anytime somebody said this on Twitter, and it is the God honest truth. Anytime, anytime some mess is mentioned about what Bronwin said, this is Bronwin the whole time. So Bronwin told me, and this is Bronwin sitting down. Bronwin told me that you had a conversation about me. um I put Bronwin is messy, but she brings everyone else in on it. We're trying to support you. And I put, now Whitney really said a mouthful. Like, I think that multiple things can exist at the same time. Again, Whitney did say a mouthful. However, we were trying to support you. You go back and now you feel bad, and now you're kind of throwing us in the mess letting Lisa find out what she find out. You see what I'm saying? Girl, I'll never support you again. The next time you going off, I'm just gonna sit there. Next time, I know that when you're going off about your friendship with Lisa, I know just to sit my ass there and not say nothing. Because then when you start to feel bad about you dragging your friend Lisa, you're gonna bring everybody else into it too. Brittany recording. Girl, when I say I hate doing videos, I'm like, girl, y'all really don't understand how it really bothers my soul whenever my ring light starts to trip. Hold up. Girl, can y'all see? Girl, I ain't got no bottoms on. Hold up. Okay, girl. Hopefully it's okay. I do not like doing videos without a ring light. It really bothers me. Okay, so can y'all hear me? Can y'all see me? Okay. Brittany recording. Let me just say this. But when I tell you Brittany was recording and they went off, so Brittany, they were going somewhere. And as they're having a conversation about what Bronwin went to Lisa and said, Angie notices that Brittany is recording. Here go Brittany. Oh my God, I was sending a video to Olivia. She just made a 100 on her math test. I said, this bitch. Brittany, Brittany, you just got caught recording, and you talking about you sending the video to Olivia because she made a 100 on her math test. If Brittany just would have said, I wasn't recording you guys, I was recording because I wanted to show Olivia, you know, as we're, I was basically showing her the sights. Anyways, I think it's a big deal. I do. I was with the women. When I tell you they were on, when I tell you Meredith, girl, you're a foul person. Girl, when I tell you they were on Brittany's ass, girl, I understand why. Because this is the thing. And I'm going to give you a couple of examples of why I feel like it's a tad bit different. What Brittany did was different than what Ashley Darby did. Remember when Ashley was recording, and maybe I'm moving the line, but remember when Ashley Darby was recording on the way home from the club and Candace and Robin had got into that argument? As messed up as it was, right? Ashley was recording because Ashley was basically making sure she caught that for the show. I'm not saying it's right, but Ashley was in her producer mode or whatever, right? The cameras were down. Ashley said, "Girl, let me go ahead and record this tea, just in case they want to use it for the show." Remember when Atlanta, when the mess happened with Drew, Candy, I forgot, but they all were in agreement that they would keep some of their cell phones up. This was after the cameras went down. The cameraman left, the crew left, but they still decided to keep their phones up so they can record. Everybody knew that the phones were recording. In this scenario, why would Brittany be recording? Because there are recording devices here already recording us. What would be the purpose of you recording during a time where they're already recording us? Unless you plan on sending this footage to one of your homegirls or homeboys down to YouTube. Unless you plan on sending this footage to one of your girls who run a blog or a vlog. You see what I'm saying? What would be the purpose of you recording? Brittany, you got caught recording the girls. Now the question is, what were you going to do with the recording? There's no reason for you to record us again because they're already recording us. The cameras are up. What are you doing recording us, girl? I would have a problem with that because now at this point, I can't even trust you. I can't even trust you because now what happens when the cameras are really down and we're thinking that nobody's recording, and girl, you really are recording us. You're recording us with the cameras up. So there's a good chance that you could be recording us when the cameras are down. You know what I'm saying? I would be very paranoid around Brittany. I would. And I would be careful what I said around her when the cameras were down. I think if Brittany just would have said from the get-go, girl, I was not recording y'all. I was recording this building. I was recording as we were driving by because I wanted to show Olivia, Mexico. I think she would have just started out with that. That just would have ended the conversation. But girl, Brittany's story did change like 3 or 4 times. Girl, when Bronwin told her, girl, when Bronwin said, Steve Jobs, we don't need you to explain to us how to work an iPhone. Hey! Girl, Meredith going off. Girl, Mary. Here go Mary. Get a Meredith. Bitch. When Angie told when Angie told Brittany, swipe life like you do. I can't even get it out. When Angie told Brittany to swipe left like you do on Tinder. So Brittany hops off the bus. Of course, Brittany is crying like a rich white woman. Brittany, you got caught. Again, we don't know what you were doing with this footage. We don't know if you really were trying to send your daughter a video of the sights. We don't, we don't know if we don't know because of Brittany's story, it changed like at least 3 or 4 times. So now the girls are paranoid. Mary basically says, "Who cares about her crying? You guys can feel sorry all you want. She deserved that." Like I said, I can get why Brittany, because once they came to a stop, Brittany like hopped off the bus and started crying. I'm not gonna lie. I can get how it can be a lot for one person to they would feel like I just got attacked because now it's like seven bitches against one. But girl, in the like I'm with Mary though. Girl, you deserve that. Girl, you record as far as we already paranoid from girl coming off the heels of season 4 with Miss Gunica. You know what I'm saying? Now we have to deal with you, girl. Absolutely not. And you're recording us while they're recording us. What again? What would be the purpose of Brittany recording them? Excuse me. Sorry. Um, they're going. I think ATV riding. Is that what it's called? Girl, that I would do that. But when I tell you, girl, those girls drove across a bridge that was made of sticks and stones and Elmer's glue. I said, "Oh, baby, baby, ba- 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 I don't know how high that was up in the sky. Again, it could have been 10 feet up. I don't know. But the way that they showed the bridge that they had to drive across, baby, it looked like it was like, girl, it looked like it was about 700 feet in the air. Okay, I said, "Oh hell no, girl!" They drove across it. I was just like, "Oh, I would have been nervous." Boots, girl. The way I would have been queening out, girl. Girl, how we gonna get across? Girl, we gotta drive. Girl, we gotta drive across what? Girl, just like Lisa said, girl, that looks like something that her son put together with some Legos when he was 4 years old. Okay. Now I'm not gonna lie, girl, once they got across it and they went to it was like a little waterfall. It was so gorgeous. I was like, now I wouldn't have gotten in that water, girl. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not getting in that water. I'm not even sticking my feet in that water, girl. Wake up the next day and your foot be laying on the bed, girl, been detached from your body. I'm not getting in the water, but it was nice. It would be nice to just sit around it and just listen and just look at it. It was gorgeous to me. It was. Anyways, girl, when Mary told Britt that was because Whitney jumped into the water. Some of the women got in the water. I know it was Brittany, maybe Heather. I know Brittany did and Whitney did because Whitney jumped in and then Brittany jumped in after her. When Mary said, "Your turn, Brittany, your last jump, your next one will be on a plane." Bitch, when I see that was wearing Brittany out. Yeah, I love Brittany. Brittany is a good addition to the show. Like I said, a lot of us were caught up into Bronwin when really and truly, like, Brittany really could have had a peach, if we're gonna be honest. She really could have. Girl, quiet as it. Brittany really could have had a peach, but that's okay. Everybody can't get a peach. Everybody can't get a peach. So Brittany, they should definitely bring Brittany back as a friend next season. Brittany did a good job. I think they really should. They really could bring back everybody. I mean, everybody. Yeah, they can bring back everybody. Um, they just need to probably bring on an extra friend, right? The other girl didn't make the cut. What was her name? Mickey Mouse, Melody. I don't know the girl name. The white girl. I think she was Whitney's friend. They said that they said that she actually filmed, but then she got cut because she said something transphobic or something. Girl, I don't know, girl. But they said she was problematic, and that's why a lot of her scenes got cut. Anyway, so they all sit down to eat and drink. Girl, that food did look good, and those drinks look so good. I haven't had a margarita in a long time. But girl, I was like, "Ooh, that margarita looked real good. It looked real tasty." And girl, Heather and Lisa was getting fucked up. Did y'all hear when they said, "Can you bring two more?" When they told the waiter, "Can you bring two more margaritas, please?" And the margaritas were big, and they were already saying how they were strong. I think, girl, they probably gonna be fucked up. So Mary says, "Brittany, why are you so quiet?" And then Brittany said, "I'm just internalizing." And then Mary said, "Internalizing the part where you got caught." Girl, I thought it was on Brittany's ass. And then Brittany, of course, when I tell you Brittany, when I tell you, I don't know how Brittany did this. When I tell you Brittany literally changed the course of that conversation, Brittany was like, I just want to come clean. And there's one thing I haven't been honest about. That Jared and I have a physical relationship. Girl, when I tell you, girl, when Mary said, girl, girl, when I tell you they were over they were over Brittany. Mary said, girl. All I know is that they all rallied behind Brittany. I get it. This is the thing. I will never know the extent or really fully grasp like the Mormon church and the things that they have to go through. All I can really just do is take their word as the gospel, right? Um, but they pretty much said that they rallied behind Brittany, and Heather was basically, letting it be known, girl, listen, we understand, you because Mary wasn't trying to hear it, and then Heather when Heather said, it's a big deal, it's a big deal, and she told Bronwin, it's a big deal because you got exposed when you got pregnant. She said everybody knew you were. Ah! She said, it's a big deal. It's a big deal. And it's a big deal because you got exposed because you got pregnant. Everybody knew you were doing it. Okay. Bitch, I was screaming. Girl, the only thing I'll say about Brittany is Brittany, girl, at the end of the day, like, whatever's going to happen with the church, girl, you had to have known that, girl, once you got on TV, girl, Brittany, you got on reality TV, girl, you've been exposed. I guess Brittany is going through the struggle of not wanting to be a part of the church because, girl, at this point, girl, I don't see them allowing you to still be a part of the church with how you're living your life, girl. Brittany, you drink, you fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't think you can do any of those things. So this had to be Brittany's way of just kind of just saying, you know what, girl, I'm tired. I'm done with the church. Girl, I'm living my life. So I guess in a way, I think it's just the timing of Brittany trying to kind of get out of the fact that, girl, her reality TV life flashed before her eyes. I really think that's why Brittany started cutting up and acting a fool. Because I really think that Brittany, who really wants to be on reality TV, you can tell, I think that she realized, oh shit, I just fucked up. Like, girl, they about to kick me out of the group. Girl, they're about to try to kick me off the show. They're about to come together and tell the producers that, girl, we don't trust that hoe. Get up out of here. And I think Brittany that's why Brittany really broke down because she realized, oh shit, like I really messed up. And then she had to pull out her big card. When I say Brittany really, I ain't gonna lie, girl, Brittany really pulled out her big guns. Brittany said, girl, oh my God, I'm just so excited. I'm against the church. Girl, she pulled out the church card. I said, girl, not her using religion to get out of the shit. Girl, I know that's right. And then Meredith thinks that that Brittany planted something in her room. Did y'all notice how everybody had an afro? Girl, not just Mary. Okay, the black girls already be struggling with the heat and the humidity when they got to do with their natural hair. Bitch, Mary had an afro, Lisa had an afro, Meredith had an afro, Heather had an afro, Whitney had an afro. Girl, the only one who was still looking halfway decent was girl Bronwin, and that's because she had a whole bunch of pins and barrettes and shit in her head. Brittany had an afro. Go on, I tell you, literally everybody had an afro. I said, girl, Mexico was tearing y'all heads up. Go back and watch. Everybody had an afro. Okay. Um. Anyways, Meredith basically ends up going off. She gagged the girls, and basically when she asked Brittany did she have a recording device in her room, when I tell you everybody was gagged. They get back to the house, and Meredith goes off because she basically finds out that something was said about basically her marriage at the table. Again, now they were trying to show support of Bronwin, but they were also Whitney did say something along the lines of, like, I think Lisa and Meredith cheated on their husbands. Isn't that what Whitney said? And then Whitney kind of backed her up. Not Whitney. Then Heather kind of backed her up in what Whitney said. So now it's basically it's gotten back to Meredith, but Heather is trying to make it seem as though it's not that big of a deal, girl. But girl, it kind of is in a way. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense? What I'm saying? I feel like Bronwyn, they were trying to show support to Bronwyn. Bronwyn opened up her big ass mouth, but she felt bad about talking about Lisa, but then she drug everybody else into it. So now everybody else is about to get into it because they were trying to show support for Bronwyn, when Bronwyn should have just kept her goddamn mouth closed. So now next time when your ass is crying about something, I'm not gonna say nothing because I know you messy and you're gonna go back and tell. You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? Okay. Anyways, girl, he goes off. Meredith is going off with Lisa, and she's telling Lisa, "Don't trust these hoes. Don't trust these hoes. Don't trust these bitches. Don't trust these niggas." Shout out to Kaya. Anyways, girl, we love Salt Lake City over here. Shout out to the girls. Next week is the season finale, and then we're gonna have the reunion. Girl, I know the reunion. They're gonna show up and show out. Okay, girl, I refuse to believe they dropped. I hope they don't drop the ball when it comes to the reunion. Anyways, I'll talk to y'all later. Have a good night. Bye, y'all. I'm so fucking tired of this ring light.